Hi everyone, in this video we are going to see deductions under section 80C. Before going to this video, I'm just introduce myself. I'm Safia Begum from KCS Kasinagar College of Arts and Science. Let's see some deductions under section 80C. These are the list of deductions under section 80C. LIC premium, non-computable deferred annuity, amount deducted for securing a deferred annuity, contribution to provident fund, contribution to public provident fund, contribution to an approved superannuation fund, subscription to national savings certificate, contribution made by an individual to the unit linked plan of UTI, contribution to unit linked insurance plan of the LIC mutual fund, payment made to effect annuity plan of LIC, subscription to units of UTI or notified mutual fund, contribution to pension fund set up by a notified mutual fund or by UTI, subscription to home loan account scheme, subscription to public deposit scheme of HUDCO, repayment of housing loan, any amount paid as tuition fees, investment in debentures and equity shares, term deposit with a bank, subscription to any notified bonds of NABARD, deposit made in 5-year time deposit scheme in post office, deposit made in senior citizen savings scheme, amount contributed by a central government employee to his NPS account. After adding all the amount, we will get a amount that is called as gross qualifying as total investment. From that we are going to compare 1,50,000, which is our limit. We have to take as qualifying amount which is less. Let us see one sum. In this sum, Mr. X works in a public limited company at Mumbai. He has furnished the following details of his income for the previous year 2019 to 20. Basic salary 1,60,000, bonus 30,000, commission 50,000, rent received from let out house 3,80,000, municipal taxes paid during the year 10,000, interest due on loan borrowed for construction 1,60,000, interest on deposit 90,000, payments or contributions, insurance premium paid on policies of himself, wife, son 10,000, 5,000, 3,000 respectively, contribution towards RPF 10,000, deposit in 5-year time deposit scheme in post office 20,000, repayment of loan taken from LIC 30,000, college tuition 60,000, investment in units of a notified mutual fund 40,000, term deposit 40,000. Find the taxable income of Mr. X for the previous year 2019 to 20. First, we have to write the heading computation of taxable income of Mr. X. In this question, they have given the basic salary, bonus, commission. So, from this information, we are going to compute the salary income. Income under the head salary, basic salary 1,60,000, bonus and commission 30,000, 50,000 respectively. So, we will get gross salary as 2,40,000. From that, we are going to deduct, which is a standard deduction under section 16(1), 50,000. After deducting, we get 1,90,000. Next, they have received the information for rent received from let out house. So, from this information, we are going to calculate income from house property. Rent received 3,80,000 minus municipal taxes 10,000. We will get net annual value 3,70,000. From that, we are going to deduct deduction under section 24, which is 30% of net annual value. After, we are going to deduct interest on loan borrowed for construction 1,60,000. After deducting, we get 99,000 for IFHP. Next, interest on deposit. These will come under income from other sources. So write the heading as income from other sources. Interest on deposit 90,000. After adding all the items in the outer column, we will get gross total income. From that gross total income, we are going to deduct 80C section. 80C section is 1,50,000. How it will come? Let us see the note. Insurance premium on the life of ex-wife son. Adding all those, we will get 18,000. Contribution towards RPF fund 10,000. Deposit in 5-year post office time deposit scheme 10,000. 20,000. Repayment of housing principal amount 30,000. College tuition fees 16,000. Investment in units 40,000. Term deposit 40,000. Gross qualifying amount is 1,70,000. From that we are going to compare the limit, which is 1,50,000. So whichever is less is to be deducted. So 1,50,000 is less. From that gross total income we are going to deduct 1,50,000. Then we will get the taxable income, which is 2,29,000. Thank you.